I can't stay away. No, you put that on for me. No, you put that on for me. For me, for me. I need your love can stay with me and I. What's up, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. We are live once again. We back. We back. We back again. We back. We back. We back. We back. I'm cooking up like I'm cooking crack. I'm cooking crack. Get ready. Get ready tonight. Oh, gonna make this a night to remember. Hey, what's up, y'all? Um, what's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit the like button as soon as y'all come on in here. Hit the like button as y'all come on in. I appreciate it because it helps get my videos out into the YouTube algorithm. But y'all, we got some talking to do, man. We got to talk about Thugger Thugger. Yo, like, I promise y'all, man, like this, you would have thought Young Thug beating the Rico. You would have thought him beating the Rico and coming out of jail would have boosted his image. You would have thought it would have made him a legendary figure in hip hop. It would have increased his street credibility. You would have thought it would have catapulted him back to the top of the rap game. Cause you know when a rapper beat a jail sentence, a Rico case, it's like, oh my God, he seemed like he the Teflon Don. He seemed indestructible. He seemed invincible. Thug came out, ain't been releasing no music, been all on Twitter talking about this person a rat, that person a rat, this person a rat, sending subliminals to Ghana, all of that, right? And then after doing all of that stuff, we find out 2015, he's in interrogation rooms, yapping it up, trying to exchange numbers with the police, all of that, right? But that ain't even it, man. Since he's been out of prison, they've been releasing his jail calls, man. He been talking about everybody in there, throwing everybody under the bus, talking about Lil Durk, telling Lil Baby business. I mean, he on there throwing shots at Kendrick Lamar, saying Kendrick could never be bigger than Drake, all of that. Um, he's upset at Lil Durk because Lil Durk didn't send a verse back to him, all of that. It got some of Lil Durk homies. Well, one homie in particular, OTF Twin, got Twin mad at Thugger. So he's sending shots at Thug. But then yesterday, man, like the real craziness came when he called Glorilla ugly, called her ugly as F, right? Talking about her looks, talking about how she ugly, all of that going in while he on the phone with his girlfriend, Mariah the Scientist, a woman who Glorilla brought out. Glorilla brought out Mariah the Scientist on stage with her doing a performance, right? So now Thug, you on a phone call calling her ugly, all of that. You know what I'm saying? You on there talking about people, burning bridges. I promise y'all, he gonna be on a phone call talking about Drake in a minute. In a minute, he gonna be talking mess about Drake, and Drake supposed to be his brother. His brother that he proud of you, proud of you, proud of you, proud of you, proud of you. But he gonna be talking about Drake on one of them calls in a minute. He gonna be talking about Future, and people not gonna want to stand next to him. I ain't talking about he ruined his career with no snitching allegations. Really, how he's throwing people under the bus while he's on these jail phone calls. Because everybody not going to be like, yo, I understand you were in prison, you were going through it. Everybody not going to be so understanding. The way he talking about Glorilla ugly and all of that, like, bruh, Thug, have you looked in the mirror, brother? Like, first, let's say that. Have you looked in the mirror, Thugger? Like, Thug, if you didn't have no paper, if you didn't have no paper to fix your grill and all of that, it would have been it would have been even worse, right? But he know he was foul. Talking about Glorilla ugly and all that stuff like that. Now everybody looking at him like, bro, you a hater. Why are you on a phone call doing like throwing everybody under the bus, talking crazy about everybody? You in the jail and you going off on the phone. You ain't did nothing but been on the phone the whole time you been in jail, throwing it, talking about everybody else, trashing them. Promise y'all, I will not be shocked if a phone call leaks where he's talking about Drake. in a negative way, or a phone call leaks where he's talking about Future in a negative way, those are his two lifelines. And that'd be crazy, man. He said like he's a code. Yo, man, like it just it's crazy. Zero, what's happening with you? Early stream, man. Early. The car release say it's a wrap, folks. Like he throwing too many, he burning too many bridges, and everybody not gonna be so understanding, unfortunately. He said, bro was in a call, and I'm telling you, brother was on the hotline. Brother was on the hotline, kicking it. I'm talking about he on there going in everybody. He going in on every single person. And again, now Thug needs a lot of features more than ever now. I don't care what nobody say. He needs a lot of features more than ever because of these snitching allegations. He needs certain rappers to stand next to him and still give him that stamp of approval. He does. And if he got all these phone calls coming out and he throwing people under the bus, it's gonna get ugly. If he throwing 21 Savage under the bus in a phone call, going in on him, it's gonna, man, look, he needs these artists to help him, to stand next to him and give him the credibility that he once had. But yeah, man, like, look, calling the girl ugly and all of that. Then look, he gonna apologize. He apologized to Glorilla after all of that, right? First, it's not a good look that Mariah the Scientist is on the phone laughing while he's calling Glorilla ugly and stuff. She on the phone laughing with her boyfriend. Now you know Glorilla ain't finna rock with her no more. She not finna rock with Young Thug no more. You know what I'm saying? So that's the connection hurt for her. Your girl, she collateral damage in the process. You know. So yeah, it's just it's wild out here, man. It's wild, but he on there going in. But anyway, he apologized to Glorilla after saying all of that. Then he called her twin after that. I say not Thug. You calling her twin. If you calling her your twin, that's you calling her ugly again, brother. If you calling Glorilla your twin, that's you calling her ugly again. I know Thug just be saying he call everybody twin. But like, yo, the man Zero. If you saying that girl is your twin, cause you know Thugger. Hey man, Thugger calling somebody ugly. Thugger got some nerve, man. Thugger got some nerve. That brother looked like the walking stick on A Bug's Life. Remember on A Bug's Life, that little stick, the little stick insect, little walking stick insect, whatever it is. Thugger looked like one of them. So it's like, hey, you wilding out. Sean Ward say tried to apologize but offended her again. Yeah, like, but it's just like and I'm telling y'all, whoever releasing these phone calls, they hate him. Or they hate everything he stands for, and their entire goal is to damage his credibility. Damage his credibility in every way possible. Say, look, man, you didn't beat this Rico. You think everything cool? You out here talking about this person a rat, that person a rat. We finna take your name through the ringer. And they saying we're gonna destroy all future collaborations you could possibly have. We're gonna destroy your connections to all these other artists by playing audio of you talking about them in negative fashion. Seriously. In a minute, Thugger phone calls with other girls finna get released. He even Thugger phone calls with other girls finna get released, and Mariah the Scientist is gonna be out here crying. To the point where she already done seen him on thing with girls already. She already done seen him on there with other girls already. But it's gonna be some stuff she probably not even gonna be expecting. Seriously. But I'm looking at this now like, man, like what the girls say? If you can't go to Bella Noche, where the hell could you go? Right? And I'm looking like, well, Thugger, if you can't go to Lil Durk, you know what I'm saying? Don't let him be on that call damaging. Don't let him be on that call getting down on Drake in any way. If he on the call laughing at Drake, going against Kendrick Lamar in any way, if he on the phone call clowning Drake in any way, if he on the phone call clowning Future, Where the hell could he go? Because Gunna Wanna, you can't go over there with Gunna Wanna. Gunna Wanna, he hot right now. Despite people calling him a snitch, his music hot is on fire. You can't stand next to Gunna Wanna no more, right? Lil Baby, the best bet. Maybe Lil Baby will come around and maybe soften the blow a little bit. But Lil Baby would be looking like a hypocrite because he didn't took this hardened stance against Gunna, and he ain't fooling with Gunna no more because Gunna snitch and all of that. And then if we got Thugger on audio talking like this to the police, it's gonna look crazy if he stand next to Thugger still. So Lil Baby got to make a decision if he's still gonna be tight with Thugger. If Thugger gonna still be able to call up Wham, that's Lil Baby nickname. If Thugger gonna be able to, Thugger gotta still be able to see if he gonna be able to call up Lil Baby. Cause man, boy, Goddess of Mine say she gonna hear Young Thug talking to his boyfriends. That's crazy. I wouldn't be surprised they say some gay stuff about Thugger. Ain't no telling. Rev says there's no honor amongst crooks. Young Thug / YSL is an example of this. Listen, it's none at all. That's why. Hold on, y'all. All right. That's why. For me personally, I never hung out with street dudes for real. I never was like they was never in my inner circles. They was never like there's no honor amongst them individuals. A lot of them they will snake each other out to get over. They all got that. A lot of them got the personality where they trying to get over on people, and they will throw each other under the bus in order for them to be okay. They will throw each other under the bus in order for them to be okay in any situation. And with me knowing that, I said, "There's no way I could ever stand next to a street dude and call it my friend and call it my homie. There is no way." Look how they act. Look how they disloyal amongst each other. Look how they talk about each other. You know what I'm saying? At any turn. Thug are the type of person that talk about you as soon as you gotta get out his car. You get you get out of Young Thug car. As soon as you get out his car, he pull off. He be bum ass motherfucker. Ain't even got no car. I gotta drop him off with his bum ass. Dirty ass motherfucker. Like Thug will talk about you as soon as you get out his car. As soon as you slam the door, he talking about you. You all type of broke MFs. You all type of bummy MFs. You all type of po MFs. You all type of everything. Thugger be on there telling everybody how your girlfriend, you live with your girlfriend, you ain't got no money for the rent at the end of the month. He tell all of that. And for no reason. He ain't even got to be mad at you. He just be in the mood to just say this stuff. Ain't no telling what he be saying to Mariah the Scientist. Mariah the Scientist probably didn't heard him talk about everybody terribly. And at one point, she got to ask herself, damn, what do he say about you when you ain't around? Because, boy, Aaron Ford said, like I say, all that dresses, lipstick, purses, painting his nails and ish. That's not a dude who mess with women, bro. Yeah, all that stuff was always crazy. And Thug was always playing into that. Wearing dresses, wrapping his hand around his other homie hand when they drinking out the lean cup. They wrap their hand around each other's hand and he used to be calling other dudes my bae and all that crazy stuff he used to be doing, man. A vibe call, yes, said Young Thug acting like a mean girl. He is jealous of women, been in the closet so long that Emma probably got a fridge in it. Ain't no telling, man. Hey, I remember when he first came out and came on the scene. When he first came on the music scene, all that stuff was so weird, man. And the rappers tried to act like it was cool and normal, and it was not. But now, hey, it's looking shaky out here for him. It's looking shaky. He gonna have to sit out here and deliver apologies to folks, for real. Because again, he don't got the same leverage he once had in the rap game. To where, if he didn't have these snitching allegations on him, he could just come out and make a hit, it'd be all good. And the hit ain't even gotta be that big. It'd be like a decent hit, he cool. Now, in order for him to bounce back, he has to make a hit of like the highest standard. He gotta make a number one, he gotta make a Not Like Us type smash in order for him to like gain some footing back for real. And Thug ain't been focused on music since he got out of jail. All he been focused on is being on Twitter calling everybody a rat. You a rat, you a rat, you this and you that. Hey, you know? And that's one thing I can say about even with Ross, right? Ross was never called a snitch, but people when it was found out when 50 Cent revealed that Ross was a CO, Ross just kept pushing out music. Quality music. You know what I mean? We got Deeper Than Rap, all of that Triller, we got them albums like that following the CO reveal. And he kept pushing out fire music to the point where you like, man, he can't be denied. And a lot of people was like, so what if he was a CO? We still bumping the music. And the rappers who normally would be against a dude being a CO, they was like, yo, we fooling with Ross. So Ross was able to overcome that. Thug, man, but Thug has been way too, he's taking too much of a staunch stance against snitches and all of that. And for this to be like, I guess, swept under the rug. And you talking about folks who supposed to be your friend, supposed to be right, your homie. It looked crazy. Sir President said Pimp C told us about the Atlanta dudes. Minus T.I., Gucci, and Jeezy. Man, oh Lord, Pimp C was talking crazy too. Did you see the Drewski skit? Yeah, I did see it. Hilarious. Drewski really looked like a white man for real. He really looked like a white dude. Like I don't know how the heck, whatever they make with that makeup they had on, man, he really looked like a NASCAR white dude for real. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. But yeah, man, I think Thug out here, he looking funny in the light right now. He looking really funny in the light, and it's hard. It's gonna be hard for him to shake that stigma, to shake that image off of him for real. He gotta make a. I'm talking about a number one hit like Not Like Us in order for people to forget all of this. He's gonna have to come with a hit so big that your grandmama, your mama, your daddy, your granddaddy them love it. Just like Not Like Us was. I know elders that love Not Like Us. He gotta come with a hit like that in order to kind of get people mind off of it, because until then, they gonna keep taking him through the ringer. I didn't been on Thug Twitter page. They over there clowning Thug. All under in the quotes of his tweets, under his tweets, they going in on him. And a lot of them don't feel no empathy because how he been going at Gunna. How he been going at Gunna, and look at you in the craziest situation. And also, you are burning bridges with other artists. Other artists you probably going to need right about now. Like a Glorilla feature would have been great for him right now. Say what you want about Glorilla, it would have helped. You know what I'm saying? If Lil Durk was out, that'd be a great feature for him to have. I wonder how Lil Durk feel about Thugger being upset with him like that over not sending that verse back. I don't know. But I'm telling y'all, he better not be on that phone talking about Drake. He better not be on that phone talking about Future. At that point, he gonna get to the point of no return. He gonna have to have them little YSL little crash dummies around him. They gonna have to call and they gonna have to get on the dang on microphone and see what they can do. Cause boy, you're never getting Gunna Wanna back on your side. Gunna is gonna remember this for the rest of his life, how you and other people made him look like the most vile person in the world. he ain't gonna be Gunna ain't gonna be feeling like I'm finna go rock with them again now. Zero said elders love not like us. Boy, that is they song, boy. That's elders joint for real. Aaron Forrest say I never liked Thug like that. I never liked Thug like that. He always sounded gimmicky to me, and it was also too much mumbling. I feel that. I understand. I didn't like Thugger when he first came out either. I thought Rich Homie Quan was gonna have a better career than him. But then Thugger just kept making hit records to where they were so catchy. They're like, he's like, oh man, this hard right here, man. This hard. And then he was always able to make his voice sound like an instrument and all that type of stuff too. So a lot of people gravitated to it. But I understand why. As a fan of lyricism, I get why another person who's a fan of lyricism would not be into Thug's music like that. He said Glorilla sound like a female Kevin Gates. Zero say, uh, do you think Thug did Glorilla like that because she's not exactly light skinned? You know how some of my brothers can be. A Glorilla light skinned to me though. To me, she light skinned. I don't know. Some people might think light skinned like it's like Lotto, super, super, super light, but she light though to me. I don't know. I just think I don't know if it was a way to like make his girl feel good or what. I don't know what he was doing. I really don't, but I just thought it's not a good look. It's not a good look. Cause she probably about to reveal some that Thugger was probably either he was trying to get at her or he was thirsty for a feature. She gonna reveal that pretty soon, probably that Thugger might have been thirsty for a feature from her or something. Or maybe he was trying to get at her on the low or what. I don't know. Roseball said that career over. Um, Sean Ward say he liked Thugger from 2014 to 2018. After that, in my opinion, Gunna started carrying YSL. Hey man, I like Gunna music, man. I think he really makes really good music. And then since Gunna got out of jail, he lost weight. He been making even better music. Like his music sounding quality for real. I say, shoot, Lil Baby he need to get back with Gunna. Cause Lil Baby he been a little cold out here. He need to go back. I'm heating up. You need to get back with him and Gunna. Cause him and Gunna, they was like peanut butter and jelly. They was like peanut butter and jelly, ham and a burger, Kool-Aid and sugar. Ham, no burger? Girl next door say, all I know is any man who gossips about a woman like that is a friend to no one. Imagine how you talk about his friends. I mean, unprovoked, he just started talking about Gorilla. That girl he talking about right now, she ugly as F and all of that. Like, he getting down on his homeboys. He tell all his homeboy business. As soon as they get out the car, Thugger start calling them dirty, start calling them broke, start telling all his business. His girl pay all the rent, he don't pay no bills. He lost his job, he still ain't got no job, he a broke MF. Thugger going in. He's snapping. So he definitely talking about his friends, girl next door. Um, Aaron Ford say, Max, she already did. Okay, Glorilla said Thug was blowing up her phone for something. Hey, there we go. There we go. He blowing up her phone, trying to get a feature or something make like that, or trying to get her on the song, or trying to get her in the video or something. Ain't no telling. He said Thug or Chatty Patty. Shout out Damon Dash. This is the first time I ever heard the phrase Chatty Patty was from Damon Dash. Said Mariah was being shaded too. In what way? What way was Mariah being shaded? Said Trey Bowman said never understood the Thug hype. Yeah, I mean he made a lot of catchy songs. He made Digits, Power, stuff like that. Lifestyle. Him and Rich Homie. Hard to trust Jeffrey's opinion on women in general. And y'all know why. Y'all going at that boy. Y'all going at that boy's sexuality. He says hard to trust his opinion on women. You say y'all just don't know about him. Go James says Mac Thug tweets in the retract. He retracted the statement. This guy needs help. I think the drugs are getting to him, not really being able to use them. He probably thinks he's at the road. He's at the end of the road. I'm assuming. Shay said, "Hot take. I can see Gunna winning a Grammy. I can see it too. Honestly." Girl next door said they tried to ostracize Gunna. Now they all of them need him. It's a fact. Little baby need him. Um, what's Young Thug definitely need him. A lot of artists right now could use a Gunna feature. They could use a feature from Gunna because Gunna, I'm gonna say this, man. The boy know how to make music. He may not be lyrical and all of that. He know how to make good songs though. Songs that people really like. You know how to make them catchy. He know how to make a great hook. He know how to flow on the song and do all different type of stuff on the song to make the song just sounds really good. Roseball say Gunna doing his thing. Aaron Ford. Also, did you hear about Dame Dash going back and forth with Cameron? I don't think you ever made a video, but I made a video about Dame when I was talking about Dame. I remember years ago I made a video about Dame when he went on the Breakfast Club telling people if you work for another man, you're not a real man and stuff like that. You call another man daddy. And then I think I did a live stream. I did a live stream about Dame. I did a live stream about Dame when Dame was talking about who was he? When he wanted people to buy. Well, basically when Dame was losing his money. When Dame was losing his money, and I said Dame did all that talking negatively about people and how people ain't no real bosses, and it came back to haunt him. But yeah, I seen him and Cameron going back and forth because Cameron called that movie that he made back in the day. He called it a trash movie. Dame took exception to that, and so he said Cam's just being super disrespectful and all of that. You know. Uh, Lord Obito says, unfortunately, one of my favorite rappers is a gossip girl, chatty patty, and a potential snitch. It happens, bro. It happens, man. We all, artists that we like, they do things that we dislike. I'm one of the biggest Jay-Z fans you can find. When Jay-Z told everybody don't perform at the Super Bowl because we were standing with Colin Kaepernick, and then when it took a deal with the NFL, and then went out there and told everybody we passed kneeling now. What are you gonna do? That was super embarrassing, and I got on Jigga Man about that to this day. And to this day, I still get on him about that all the time. And I call Jigga a capitalist for doing that. And he's still one of my favorite rappers though. But yeah. Um Zero say I liked Rich Homie more. Rich Homie was my guy. I liked a lot of his music for sure. But I would say this, Thugger had a different type of star power around him than Rich Homie did. You know, love him or hate him, Thugger had more star power around him than Rich Homie did. You know, and he was more consistent with his music than Rich Homie. Truthfully, um, Go James said, "Hey Mac, you think this is the craziest time period in gangster rap history? All these guys are turning their backs on each other, kind of like how the streets are in real life. Yeah, it's a wild time because a lot of rappers getting locked up. They getting hit with Ricos. They facing a lot of time. You seen Cash Out. Y'all remember got a condo on my wrist, girl. I'm cashing out. He got all that time in jail, crazy amount of time. Thug got in trouble. Lil Durk got in trouble. It's a wild time in rap right now in general. Zero say these black artists need to think before they dog a black woman. You could lose our respect off of that. You can lose a fan base off of that. Women are big consumers of music. They big consumers of a lot of things in general. Like, if you want to be a star, if you appeal to the women, you're going to be A-okay. If you appeal to the women, you're going to be A-okay. And I think a lot of people realize that. So, but him talking about Glorilla like that is not going to do him any favors at all. People gonna look at him funny. Mustaki, hello everyone. Shay said the only reason why Young Thug got bigger than Rich Homie Quan is because Young Thug was willing to. Okay, I get what you're saying. I guess in the music industry, I guess. Sonya the singer said, I'm not surprised by this. Young Thug been trash." Thugger is catching boy. He catching flack in every direction, and again, rightfully so, because he on the phone just wilding out for real. Aaron Ford says Dame Dash is also going outside. He been trying to come off like this super smart CEO, but he going broke for not managing his money correctly. Dame has always been off-putting to a lot of people. He's rubbed a lot of people the wrong way in the music industry for how obnoxious he can be, how abrasive he can be. Yes, he's a smart man. He's done some great things in the industry. He's done great things with Rockefeller Records and he helped to catapult them to the top of the rap game at a point. Um, he is a hustler without a doubt, but his arrogance, the way he would talk down to workers, the same work, like he would trash people who were workers, but at the same time, he would need these said workers to help his company thrive and help all of his businesses thrive. And I'm like, why are you trashing the working person, the everyday working person, when you need these working people to help your company stay afloat, help your business stay afloat? It didn't make any sense to me, but hey. Um Young Thug been a Sambo ever since he called them black women at the airport peasants and ants. Yeah, I remember that. I remember when he was on the maybe at the BET Awards, the Hip Hop Awards or something like that, and they asked Young Thug what did he feel about police brutality or something like that in the state of black men and police brutality, and his response was, "We ain't even trying to talk about that right now. We talk about all this ice and this jewelry. We trying to talk about this ice and this jewelry. We ain't really trying to talk about getting to all of that. I was like, yeah, you lost, brother. You a lost soul and a lost cause. For real. It was like, it was on at them little red carpet events, the BET Awards or something. He said that. Kid Carr says, yeah, his rants over the Def Jam jackets. Yeah, his rants over the Def Jam jackets instead of them saying Rockefeller was corny to me. Yeah. Dame, talking about Dame Dash. Dame Dash going off. Y'all comments coming in a little late. So bear with me. As they just now dropping y'all comments in about Dame Dash. Rich Homie was always better than Thug, and I F with Thug. I love Rich Homie, but I just don't think Rich Homie probably had the same type of star appeal that Young Thug had for whatever reason. But I was a big fan of Rich Homie Quan. I thought Rich Homie was gonna have a better career than Thugger, but I was proven wrong because Thugger just, I don't know, he got a hold on the younger generation, and he makes a lot of catchy music that people can party and have fun to. John O say word, and the person mopping the floors can one day own the building. That's a fact. So I never like when Dame would trash working class people, because I'm like, bro, like what? You were the only reason you were able to start Rockefeller because he started Rockefeller with dope money while being in the street. So like, if you would have had to be a working man before then to get where you wanted to go ultimately. If you wasn't in the streets hustling. So to act like it's just so easy to start a business and don't work for another man and all of that, it's easy to say that when you dibbling and dabbling in the streets and you messing with illegal money and all of that. Like, come on. Everybody ain't trying to take penitentiary chances in order to open a business. No. Kid Car say you can't expect all that from hood ninjas. That's rappers. They all gonna say dumb stuff when it comes to social justice, especially the YN rappers. Yeah. But I mean, if he would have said, man, I'm not well versed in it, or I'm not knowledgeable about it, or maybe even next question. If he would have said next question, but him saying we ain't worried about that right now. We ain't talking about none of that. We ain't talking about none of that. We got ice. Look at the ice we got. Look at this jewelry. Look at all this ice we got on us. Like what? Well, she asking you about your people getting gunned down by law enforcement. You talking about look at this jewelry we got. Look at all this ice. Do we know who is leaking the calls? Nah, we don't know. But whoever leaking these calls about Young Thugger, they can't stand him. They got it out for him. They can't stand nothing he represents at all. They really do not fool with him. Whoever releasing these videos, they are not a friend of his at all. Rap God say salute, Mill. Salute, Rap God Reloaded. Girl next door says, I'm just confused because usually in jail, on jail calls, the first thing they tell you is that they're being recorded. Did he not think they get released at some point? I don't know what he thought. Because I remember in Chicago, I think Thug was locked up when all of this was happening. Remember in Chicago, like a year ago, all of the footage from the county jail was getting released to the public. I'm talking about when Lil J, the drill rapper Lil J, when he had a boy sitting on his lap in jail and he kissed the boy, they got released. People, interviews, or like when they was getting talked to after fights, all of that was getting released. They was releasing fight footage, from the Cook County Jail, all of that, So like for me, I think Thugger was locked up when all of this was getting released. But yeah, like man, they recording you, fam. You are a young thug. They want to hear what you talking about. They want to know, make sure you ain't on no BS. They want to make sure you're not trying to galvanize no other YSL dudes to do no foolishness. So they listening to you. They listening to you. Are you doing the video about the Nike ad? Jordan fans still furious about it. I probably will. I'll probably do a regular video too. I did the live stream about it the other day, but I'll probably do a regular video. Zero say, yo, Mac, does King Lil J finally stand on these gay accusations, or is he still denying it? Lil J still denying the gay accusations. And I don't know if they accusations, because we saw the brother in quality footage of him with a dude sitting on his lap, him kissing the dude in jail. Lil J is going to deny that until he's gone off of this earth. He's never going to say, I was messing with men in jail. He's never going to say he was, having relationships with dudes. He's going to always deny that. You could show him a video in 4K of him doing that. Lil J is going to say it was AI, or it was his twin brother that we don't know nothing about. He going to say it's a dude in the county that looked just like him. That's really not him, but they got the same name and everything. He'd go to different heights to deny that. But we all saw what we saw. All of us. Y'all saw it. People in Chicago saw it. His own homies saw it. Lil J's own homies have confirmed that he's gay. They've talked about walking in and seeing him doing stuff, seeing him in uncompromising positions. I think his homie Butter talked about it. Butter said he walked in on him and said, what you doing? He was like, man, we never getting out, bro. We ain't gonna never get out of here. We never gonna get out of here. That was his justification for messing with guys, is that we're never gonna get out of jail. So in his mind, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we doing, because we ain't getting out of jail. And Sharon B made a point. It's a great point. And that's true. A lot of men in prison don't consider themselves gay. They don't. They say, I'm just doing this because I'm in here. Well, brother, you out here engaging in sexual acts with a man that's you are gay, brother. And you got to come to terms with that. But I remember I was watching MSNBC Lockup, right? I used to watch MSNBC Lockup. Some of y'all might have watched it too back in the day. right? And it was these, they were talking about relationships between they were highlighting different things about what goes on in prison, right? So I'm seeing people make hooch in jail and all of that and all, all of that. Then they did a segment where they were highlighting these relationships that men be having with each other in jail, and the dudes in their mind be saying that they not gay, but they got a boyfriend in jail, and the interviewer is asking them like, what you do, what are you doing? He's like, I don't like this, I like women, but I'm in here, so this is what I got to do. You don't got to do that at all, brother. That's a choice. That is a choice that you're making. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, go James say, and Lil J was pulling that boy hair and everything in the county, but the boy was scared of Lil J. He say, the boy say, the boy say that when he grabbed Lil J, grabbed him up like he about to choke him or something. The police tried to talk to him. They say, what was going on? And the dude say, he got mad because I didn't want to come see what he wanted, right? The boy is saying he got mad because I didn't want to come see what he wanted. And I'm looking like, Lil J, what you want with him? What you doing to him up in there? What are you doing up in there? Leave dude alone. What you try? What is you doing? He said he don't like you no more. Stop messing with him, man. Zero say even King Yella, his homie for years, is saying it. He also said dude tried to kiss him. I remember King Yella saying that. I sure forgot about that till you just brought it up. Oh, Shay talking about that savage life stuff, man. A lot of these dudes, that's how I know jail is a place that's not for me. A lot of these brothers in there barbaric. A lot of they mind not good at all. They off their rocker. They really just thinking of the most craziest, heinous stuff to do to somebody. It's just like, yeah. Then they probably are surrounded by people from their neighborhood and their blocks, so they getting egged on to do this wild, crazy stuff. Zero said that's what happens when people over pedestalize sex. It's so important. They're willing to do it with anyone. I will not be a slave to lust. No, sir. That's a great mindset to have, Zero. I will not be a slave to lust. I think a lot of us men need to follow that creed. Man. But yeah, that Lil J video was crazy. Like Lil J, they looking at him like he can't be coming out of jail talking all this tough talk now. Look, my uncle used to be a CO in jail. My uncle used to be a CO. My mama's oldest brother. And he used to tell us all these crazy stories about jail and all of that. And that's when I knew, like, anytime a dude is in prison and he going crazy in the cell and he don't want you to touch him, so he put his feces all over himself, so don't nobody touch him. That's when I know that is not a place for me. I mean, I knew it wasn't a place for me already, but that's when I know, hey man, this whatever going on in here is crazy. That a person would allow themselves to put their own poop on themselves and cover themselves in it so nobody won't touch them. That's crazy. But yeah, anyway though, Young Thugger, man, he in trouble. So oblique on 911. He is in trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Mm, what are you talking about? What are you talking? What he say about Ti? Cause yeah, I didn't even see he said nothing about. He said something about Tip too. What did he say? That's new information for me, y'all. I didn't know he said nothing about T.I. Roseball said he say Thugger been a goofy to him. Yeah, I'm learning a lot of people have felt that way for sure. I said, what if he's talking about Ti? Oh, I got you. Yeah, ain't no telling that. He could be talking. Probably talking about everybody. Some of everybody in jail. Thug probably in there talking about his own family, like crazy, like dogs. Go James says, just wondering what rapper is going to bite the bullet next. This seems like a never ending saga, like Dragon Ball. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, Young Thugger is in a state of peril after phone calls get released of him disparaging Glorilla and other rappers like Little Dirk. Tune in next time to find out. They would be like, will Thugger be able to redeem himself? Will he fade in? They'd be like, will Thugger be able to redeem himself? Will he fade into obscurity? Will him and Mariah the Scientist ever get married? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. He said more tapes come. Yeah, more tapes gonna definitely come out. They're gonna release more tapes about what's going on. For sure, for sure. Lil Yachty is literally the bigger joke version of him. Yeah, they probably. I get what you're saying. Rev say he got off light for shooting Wayne's tour bus and didn't learn his lesson. Couldn't avoid the streets. Yeah, Thugger loves. He love the streets. Roseball say I ain't never been that impressed with him. Yeah, like I say, a lot of people feel the same way, man. Poison Ivy say, when I say I've never understood why people like Jeffrey, everyone is just realizing he's a hypocritical clown. Yeah, a lot of people like them songs, man. Them catchy songs like Digits and Power, and if it ain't about the money with Tip and all of them type of song lifestyle, people just like the music, I guess. But like you said, even with artists, when you like the music, you still recognize certain personality traits of theirs and things that they do. But I didn't see him on the phone talking about folks left and right, like going in on folks, telling little baby personal business about his record deal and all of that. And he mad at Lil Durk because Lil Durk didn't send the verse back. He mad at Kendrick Lamar, calling Kendrick Lamar, saying Kendrick could never be bigger than Drake, all of that, because Kendrick didn't send a verse back or something like that. Calling Glorilla ugly, calling her ugly SF, and all of that. It's just wow. It's wild, wild times, fast times at Ridgemont High. They say I never liked Jeffrey because he started going at Lil Wayne for no apparent reason. Young Thug, good artist, clown person. Girl next door said the man sat on the call and said Drake is bigger than Kendrick and that he, Baby, and these newer guys could make a bigger hit. He did say that. And then by the end was still asking his manager if Kendrick will work with him. That is crazy. Girl next door, when you put it together like that, yes. saying he ain't never be bigger than Drake and how Lil Baby and them can make bigger songs than Kendrick Lamar, but then saying, is he gonna do the feature still? Is he gonna do the feature? That's crazy to be doing all of that. And I was a fan of Lil Baby when Baby first came out. When that My Turn album came out, I was bumping it all day long. Baby been cold out here, ice cold. He ain't been hot like that in a minute musically. So he is not making no bigger record than Kendrick Lamar at all. And none of the artists he named have made a bigger record than Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us in the span of what, 2 years. Well, Not Like Us came out last year, but you know what I mean. Poison Ivy said, bro needs to just go ahead and get those podcast mics and ring camera. He's trying to take Wendy. Y'all say he turned it into Wendy. What Mariah Carey say? They be all up in my business like a Wendy interview. Say he finna get a podcast too. He just on there, just on the phone. We gonna release all his tapes, boy. Go James say you can't trust a guy named Jeffrey, but honestly, it's a trap for them. You can't be a street dude in the corporate world for real. Yeah, I mean that's true. You can't reach for the stars and hold on to grass at the same time. You gotta let one or the other go in order to go, I guess, to go to where you want to really be at. Rev says Thug is an envious person. That's why he went after Wayne. He idolizes him, and that's 100% for sure. Young Thug suffered from self-hate. Hold on. Shay says, I just hope Kendrick Lamar doesn't go on another hiatus. Hopefully not, man. Man, watch out. Girl named he kept saying, man, watch out. Man, watch out. Man, watch out. He kept saying it. Man, watch out. Man, watch out. Man, watch out. He kept saying it. I like, man, why you keep saying this for real? He kept saying that all day. Uh Mustaki said, but Kendrick has been big for years. 100 said, Mac, why you ain't at work? You know I work at nights, brother. He say, what you saying? What you trying to say? You trying to say where you my out of work ass need to be working? That what you trying to say? Is that what you trying to say, 100? Now I work nights, bro. I work night shift, so I've been so I got off work early this morning. Early this morning. Um Young Thug and Kwame Brown are both examples of why all black men need strong male figures in their life. Oh, now I know you messing with me. Don't get me started on Kwame Brown now. You know Kwame get on my nerves all the way through and through. I don't think K Dot gonna have a top spot as long as yeah, I don't think now I'm with you on that. I don't think Kendrick will have that top spot for as long as Drake did. Drake Drake was able to keep that spot for a long time, man. For a long, long time, he was able to just be sitting at the pinnacle. And I don't know if Kendrick will be able to keep it for that long. I'll tell you what though, if he makes fun records like he made on GNX, and still, if he still does the introspective records, as well as the fun, catchy songs like Peekaboo and uh TV Off and what else? Squabble Up. If he continues to make songs like that as well, I think he can have some. I think he can stay at that spot for a while if he continues to switch it up and do that. But honestly, if you want to keep the top spot, he can't only do introspective records where he's going super deep and is not. It doesn't really have a replay value. I mean, not replay. His music has replay value. He got to make music that has radio value, like radio catchiness, in order to keep that top spot too. He can still do the introspective records where he's reflecting on life and he's telling stories. He can still do storytelling rap. But I think though he gotta put a variety of things up there, put some fun songs out there too. And Kendrick is not a gimmick rapper at all. But I think people really enjoy GNX because he has songs like Peekaboo on there. Because he has songs like Hey Now. Because he has songs like Squabble Up. Because he has songs like TV Off. People really, really love those songs. You know what I'm saying? So even records like Luther, people love that. People love that song. Um, Zero say I saw a dude make a video about you saying you're obsessed with Kwame Mac. I definitely disagree. I know who you talking about. He made the video. He trying to tell Kwame. He was all on the Kwame Brown video. Kwame, there's this guy named Machiavelli Mills. He's obsessed with you, man. He's always talking about you. But don't worry, Kwame. I got your back. I made a video talking about Machiavelli Mills. I made a video defending you. Don't you worry, Kwame. I've got your back. We're friends to the end. That's how the brother was talking. I saw the video he made trying to go at me. Why is he? Because he have a different opinion than you. That you're calling him these names. I hate when brothers do this. I hate when brothers be butter biscuit eating sambos, and people get mad that I talk about them for throwing black folks under the bus. And the first thing they say to me is, "How could you talk about your own black brother like that? Listen to your brother. He's no brother of mine. You ain't no kin to me. If you out here throwing black folks under the bus, you out here taking up for white supremacists. You know what I'm saying? You not a brother of mine. If you out here, denying systemic racism and all that type of stuff, you're not a friend of mine. If you victim shaming Breonna Taylor like Kwame Brown did, you're not a friend of mine." Zero said he tried to say he loved your content while saying this. Man, like he can't even make his mind up. Do you love me? Do you hate me? Am I hating on Kwame? Am I telling the truth? A lot of these dudes be mad, man. But I don't care because a lot of the dudes they worship on YouTube need to be. You got to tell the truth about some of these brothers. For real, you got to give it to them cut and dry. And a lot of times, my Chicago nature comes out in these videos because sometimes people do some stuff that really annoy me. So you hear some more colorful language at times, but yeah, rap God, some of dude sound like he in love. Man, yeah, he better get on somewhere. I ain't got time for that. Hey, y'all ever heard this song by Rick Ross called Rich Off Cocaine? The last bird flew the coop, might lose the roof. Ain't nothing but the wind in my hair, in my hair. I'm not bulletproof. I'm fully proof that you can make it here. All that living fast. I know it ain't got to last. I know. Now I can slow it down. Cause I'm sitting on top of the world and I'm not coming down. Hey, I was listening to that. What? On the way home from work? The last bird flew the coop. Might lose the roof. Ain't nothing but the wind in my hair. Hey, Avery Storm like he got down on it, got busy on that hook for Rick Ross. Avery Storm is the singer from Here I Am. I got a bunch of dollars. I got a bunch of dollars. I'm gonna spend them on her. Here I am. Stevie B said, "Hey, look, South Carolina, what's happening, man? South Carolina, Jermaine O'Neal is the real one from South Carolina. Jermaine." And Avery Storm was singing. I don't know. You would have thought he would have signed with Maybach Music or something. He would have been perfect. for a lot of them hooks for Maybach Music. Can you imagine Every Storm singing on a song with Wale? Him singing on the Meek Mill hook at that time. Yeah. Every Storm is he got a great voice. If you ever listen to Rich Off Cocaine by Rick Ross and listen to that hook that Every Storm blessed Rick Ross with, fire. His daughter killing the volleyball game. Who daughter? Oh, you saying Jermaine O'Neal. Jermaine O'Neal's daughter. Got you. I'm piecing it together. My bad, Stephen B. Piecing it together, bro. I get everything I had in this. I run the town, and it's all mine. So that's the mouse off. Man, Every Storm is definitely underrated. Yes, John. John know what I'm talking about. Every Storm be singing, boy. What? Ooh, Miami nights. I'm living. I'm living the life. I'm living the life. Cause I'm rich off cocaine. Cause I'm rich off cocaine. And then he hit that note. He get the. Ooh. I can't do that little the note he hit. He hit that little note. Baby, you storming that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Italian dude got chops. That's what he is. No, you got that long hair. He's Italian. He's Italian. My Cowboys lost last night. Hey man, CDA, hey, CD got to get it together now. CD got to get it together. Zero say everything been straight with the family. Yeah, everything been good, man, for the most part. I appreciate you asking, bro. Everything been solid for the most part. But yeah, man, like, hey, CD got to get he got to get that together. All right, Jalen Carter out his damn mind too. Out like what? Spitting on somebody, bro. Let me tell you something, man. If you do that outside, people will go get that blick on you for doing something like that. Yeah, Dak was in it. Dak spit on the ground, but it was like in his huddle. He wasn't coming up here spitting on him, spitting where that man's shoes was at. Jalen Carter was looking for a reason to get on it with Dak. Dak could have been smiling too hard. Jalen Carter would have bust off him just for smiling too hard. Jalen Carter would have tried to whoop him for laughing with a teammate. He was looking for any little thing to get on it. He wanted to pull that card so bad. I don't know what it. He wanted to pull that card bad for whatever reason. Something he don't like about that. Zero says also, how's your daughter like in high school? Oh, she's loving it so far. Enjoying it. She's playing volleyball, all of that. So she's having a good time with it, which I'm glad about. Stephen B said he's acting like Philly fans. Woo! Philly fans catching a stray. They do say Philly fans be acting a fool. Didn't Wale get into it with Philly fans that time when dude was trying to act like he wanted to fight Wale? Was that a Washington Commanders and Eagles game? I think it was Philly fans acting wild with Wale. Wale is a Commanders fan. And they was trying to talk crazy to him. John Knowles say Philly fans are no joke. I already know. They don't be playing. They be putting that belt on folks. John Knowles say, especially the Italian one. Man, I wondered it. I remember when Ryan Howard was a big star for the Phillies, right? And then Ryan went through that big drought where um he went through a dry spell, like he just declined, right before everybody's eyes. And I wonder how did the Philadelphia Phillies fans treat Ryan Howard? I hope I didn't say Ryan Clark. Ryan Howard was a baseball player, a great baseball player, a really, really good baseball player. I wonder how did Ryan Howard get treated after his decline started. John O's say, don't let it be an Eagles and Ravens fan and you at a bar, liable to be a fight. Yeah, I seen Ravens fans one video was just knocking random fans of the opposing team out while they was on the street. Just knocking them out while they outside on the street. That's crazy. Stephen B says there's two stadiums I'm definitely not going to. That's Philly and the Red and the Redskins, dope. Yeah, you bound to fight up in there. You're gonna be surrounded. You're gonna be the only fan of your team in there. You bound to fight because people gonna be saying crazy stuff. People gonna be trying to antagonize you after they've had a few beers anyway. It's gonna get crazy. John O say, or Battle of the Beltway with Ravens and the Redskins. The show. There's always beef with DC and Baltimore. 100%. That's what made the Tank and Lamont Roach fight so interesting. DC versus Baltimore. Same thing. Nah, what's Tevin? Tevin Farmer, I think, was from Philly. I don't think he's from DC. Tevin Farmer was about to fight Tank, and that was gonna sell because of DC, the rivalry they had, based upon the area where they grew up in. John O said there's always been beef with DC. And oh yeah, you said be more, DC be more. Facts. Facts. Facts, man. But look, y'all, man, I'm finna get off this thing real quick, man. Finna try to take me a little nap real quick. And then I'm gonna come back on here probably about like 2 o'clock, something like that. I'm gonna give me a little nap in about 2 o'clock. I'm gonna come back live and we're gonna talk about some other topics as well. I appreciate y'all rocking with me right now. It's all love. So somebody send me a Cash App donation too. That's love. I appreciate the Cash App donation, man. Whoever, I'm not gonna say the names. I only say names I know people that are comfortable with me saying it. But I appreciate the Cash App donation. Whoever that is that just, from whoever that is that just sent that. But um, it's all love, y'all. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I'm out, y'all. Peace.